Hi, and welcome to my guide how to complete the Shadow of Custodia quest. Now before I'm gonna start this quest, I'm gonna quickly buy myself 4 willow longbows from a nearby archery shop. The quest requirement is Children of the Sun, and stat requirements are 36 hunter, 41 construction, 45 fishing, and 50 full slayer. Items needed are 4 willow longbows or 1286 coins if you buy them from an archery store, and 4 maple logs or an axe if you have over 45 woodcutting. For the recommendations is to not bring anything too heavy and just bring your weight reducing clothing and a weapon to kill 3 monsters of combat 93. These aren't really too difficult to kill, but if your stats are really low, they are weakest to slash, light ranged, and fire. And also you will need between 2 and 5 empty inventory slots. For the teleports, none really, just one to the quest start, which is here in Albertville. Use the Quetzal transportation system and select the most northern destination, which looks like a redwood tree. Here, let's go to the pub right next to the Quetzal and check the notice board. Select yes to start the quest, and we'll need to find the missing children. First, let's talk to Marcus, the NPC, inside, not behind the counter. And he will say that there is a crazy person just a bit up north that we'll need to talk to. And after speaking to Marcus, let's talk to the bartender and select option 2 about the missing people. And he will say that we will need to speak with the parents who have put up this notice board. First, let's go north, between the Quetzal and the sawmill sign. And near the sea, we should find the crazy person called Ictus. Let's talk to him. And he will say that people got kidnapped by the night. After speaking to him, let's go south of the sawmill. No, behind the inn, southwest of the sawmill. Let's go inside of that house with the cooking range sign and the water source sign and talk to the parents of the missing children, Francis and Amelia. At first, they were not trusting, but since we've spoken to the 3 people first before talking to them, they are now a little bit more trusting and allow you to search for their children. Let's do so by going outside and checking up on their western wall of their house. Click expect on their wall, and this will spawn a not puddle of blood. Let's go southwest and exit the village, and follow the trail of not blood until you see a hunter sign on your minimap. Once you see it, continue westward, ignoring the trail of blood. Let's take a quick detour until you see a red dot on your minimap. That is a fishing rod spawn. Take it, and then go back to the hunter sign. Just north of the hunter sign, go to the river, and there is a plank in the water. Inspect it to start fishing up some fabric that got attached to the plank. Once you have this in your inventory, let's go back to the parents, and they will take the fabric. Here back at the parents, they will take the fabric and they will say that it belongs to their missing sons. Next, let's exit the village again, southwest, but this time from the hunter sign, continue west, cross the bridge and follow the mountain path until you can't go any further. By the way, we no longer have a need for the fishing rod. here at the transportation sign. Next to it, go to the Antlers Den and to the cave. And in here are two NPCs. Let's talk to the southern injured child, the one who can talk, and you will take them back to their parents. The parents will thank you and they will give you 2 more tasks. The first one is going back southwest to the entrance of the village and talking to the captain, Captain Andrea, right next to the 2 watchtowers. Talk to the orange clothed NPC and she will ask for 4 willow longbows strung. If you don't have these, then you can take the Quetzal to the most western destination and go to the archery shop to buy them. Once the captain has taken our longbows, let's go back to the parents' house, and in the furnace building just north, let's take the hammer spawn. And what we'll now need are 4 maple logs. If you already have them, then go back to the parents. If not, then go to the nearby maple tree and get 4 maple logs. Alright, with our 4th maple log, let's go to the western side outside of the building of the parents and reinforce their wall. This will require a hammer and 4 maple logs. Let's return to the parents to talk to them, and they will allow us to go upstairs to talk to the injured boys. Let's go up the ladder after speaking to the parents, talk to the boys, and they will say that Anton, the one who usually fletches the bows for the captain, is still in the cave. So let's hurry up back downstairs and go back to the Antlers Den. Exiting the village southwest and following the mountain path west until we can't go any further. But once we have found Anton, we will need to fight 3 level 93 monsters. These are weakest to fire, light ranged ammo, and slash weapons. So make sure that you're prepared and bring some food, armor, weapon, and potions. But if you're over leveled, let's say stats of level 70 or higher, then the armor and weapon that you use doesn't really matter that much. Okay, back at the Antlers Den. Go inside. And we can't really choose our way where to go. We have to take the eastern path. Then we have to take the northern one. And then back east. Into that room. And there is Antos. By talking to him, the boss fight will start. If you are quite a low level and you've brought like ranged or magic, what you can do is exit this boss room until these strange creatures are out of their aggro range. Once they are, you can just simply attack them and hide out of their aggro range again. And do this until these monsters are defeated. But you only really need to do this if you are really underleveled. Sometimes they also spawn like red mist, just like in the Defender of Vera quest, that spawns underneath your feet. I don't really know if you can avoid it. If I see it, I try to avoid it, but it doesn't really do anything. Since this is the day of release, I'm not really sure what that does. Once we've defeated the 3 monsters, the creatures, talk to Antos to complete the Shadows of Custodia quest. And congratulations, you are awarded with 2 quest points, which can drop Stalkers, which are a new kind of offensive offhand, as well as 10,000 Slayer experience, 4,000 Hunter experience, and 3,000 in both fishing and construction experience. Sub, rate, and comment. Okay, thanks, bye.